The fuck is up, Wiener Schnitzel? It's your boy The Goods, and we are back for episode number 8, I think, of video game. In the last episode, I played it. And this episode, I'm gonna be doing the same thing. Now, I gotta. It's gotta be Giselle. It's gotta be Giselle.
Take that!
Why am I. Take that! It's a German episode. Yeah, it seems like a likely candidate for a Koban thief. No, come on, Renosuke. Huh? You shocked me, Kazuma. Not as much as you shocked me. No one could have approached the table unnoticed. Even if you're a crazy fool, you couldn't have missed that. I'm not sure you should be calling Kurikuda-san a crazy fool, Kazuma. It's you I was calling the crazy fool. Oh, okay, maybe. I mean, I didn't know.
I don't believe I heard you, so try again.
No, oh. You think it's boy with his baby? You think it's boy with his baby? Are you... There's no way! It's gotta be boy with his baby.
Take that!
Take that! Obviously. Oh, that's why we brought him back. My fucking mind, dude, is not working. Obviously, it can only be... Like, once they connect the dot, I can finish the picture, but... Obviously, it can only be you. Sergeant Yesa Nosa. What? How? How dare you? You monster? Monster? I stole that Koban, did I? I'm a master thief in La Carnival, am I? You're seriously accusing me of these crimes, cadet? But it wasn't me. It was Ido. Ido was a mastermind behind all this. What the hell? You would push the blame for your crimes onto your own son, an innocent little baby? It's you who's the monster, Sergeant Nosa! That's kind of fucked up. It's kind of fucked. Clippity clop, clippity clop, clippity clop, clippity clop. Wah! Yo, what the fuck? What the fuck is happening? Nippon Imperial Army, Sergeant Yesa Nosa, preparing to stand down in the Supreme Court, sir. Shit, it was him. My throat hurts. I took like an hour break. My throat still hurts. Do any of you know the extraordinarily low wages the Nippon Imperial Army pays those it expects to keep our country safe?
I understand that the temporary increase in taxation owing to the recently ended conflicts remains in place. And I have heard it's hard for lower-ranking soldiers to make a living, yes?
All I want is to put a hot meal on the table for my son. That's why you were stealing things at the restaurant. The place is heaving with money. Every 3 days I'd go there and do reconnaissance for a target. And I'd enjoy chomping my way through a good steak at the same time. Sounds like he doesn't bother with a knife and fork even, which is worryingly believable. And your target that day was the old man and his Koban? Yes, sir. He was an easy mark. I slipped the coin into my pocket without any trouble at all.
A veritable phantom thief you are.
I was all set to leave the steak. I was halfway through devouring when it happened. Bang! Yeah, when the professor was shot. I knew if the police conducted a search and found the coin in my pocket, I'd be finished. Ido, too. So I hid the incriminating evidence as fast as I could, on the double. I slipped it under the steak, hoping that I'd be able to rendezvous with it again at a later date. That's crazy. It's actually tough. It's a little fucking crowded in here. I'm not gonna hold you, it's a little fucking crowded. Who is this? This is ridiculous.
This is ridiculous. Perhaps you could carry on with this absurd prattling in your own time.
Well, Miss Brett.
Oh, of course, dear lady, of course. How rude of us. I'm quite sure there's no need to detain you any longer at all.
The fuck was that?
May the esteemed gentlewoman please be excused, Your Excellency?
Indeed. The theft of the coupon was clearly perpetrated by this baby-saddled sergeant. It would certainly appear to be unrelated to Dr. Wilson's murder.
Of course it is. Hiding the coin under a lump of meat. That's fucking stupid. It's nonsense, is it? And as for picking up your steak and biting into it without using a knife and fork, it's beyond nonsense. It's pure madness. What are you, raised in a barn, you fucking animal?
Very well. Now that all the questions concerning this witness's testimony have been answered, I see no further justification for detaining her. Miss Brett, you're free to leave.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Good luck to everyone. And good day. Rinosuke, what's the matter with you? This is no time for daydreaming. Oh, no, it's just something about Miss Brett's parting words there got me thinking. I can't quite work out exactly what, but something she said jarred with me. I feel like there was a contradiction in there somewhere. Something didn't quite add up. If that's the case, don't just sit there thinking. Make your voice heard. Sorry? You can think later, but if you don't call it out now, it'll be too late. The trial will be over. I wasn't fucking paying attention to what she said. Wait, Miss Brett! What is it now? I'm afraid, just one last time, there's something I'd like to ask you. I'd like to explain the contradiction in your parting words from just a moment ago. What are you talking about? What contradiction?
Objection. What new student nonsense is this?
Well, what parting words are you talking about, Ryunosuke? Don't make me pick them out. Hiding a coin under a lump of meat? The sheer nonsense such an idea astounds me. As for picking up your steak and biting into it without using a knife and fork, it's beyond nonsense, it's pure madness. Yes, I'm right. What she said there exposed an undeniable contradiction.
I'm going to need to see evidence, Counsel.
What the fuck is contradictory? What the fuck is contradictory? Is it... It's gotta be that. It's gotta be that you can see them in there.
The photographic print of the scene taken immediately after the incident occurred.
What's interesting is the plate of steak you can see on the victim's table.
The steak that Miss Brett had been eating before the professor was killed, yes, go on.
More accurately, Your Excellency. The steak that was on the victim's table just before the professor was killed.
You're just splitting hairs.
Not true. Doesn't something about this steak strike you as very unnatural?
Unnatural? What on earth do you mean?
It's extremely obvious. I'm talking about the shape of the edge where it's been eaten. Oh, yeah. I was thinking about that in my head, and I didn't say anything because I knew they were going to get to it. I see you've noticed it too, Miss Brett.
Notice what exactly, Counsel?
Just a few moments ago, Miss Brett claimed no Englishman could even contemplate picking up a steak and biting into it without using a knife and fork.
Of course she did. She's a refined English gentlewoman herself.
Take a good look at this steak. In particular, the edge where it's been eaten. Those are fucking, like, bite marks with teeth. As you can see, there are clear defined barbaric teeth marks there.
Oh!
Looks like Miss Brett's realized something. So, if the witness, as she claims, wouldn't contemplate eating anything without using a knife and fork, there shouldn't be teeth marks in the steak at all.
Objection! But what's your actual point? Perhaps the delightful...
Shut the fuck up!
Oh, whatever you say, dear lady.
As I said, I really must be leaving now. Afternoon tea with the Minister of Justice cannot possibly wait any longer.
Of course. This will all be over in the blink of an eye.
Just shut the fuck up! I've heard enough! You irritating little spectacled samurai relic! Are you this fucking guy that fucked it up? Shut the fuck up.
Of course, dear lady.
What's the matter, Miss Brett? Have we ruffled your feathers? Clearly, the witness knows what this means. She's realized the catastrophic implications these teeth marks in her steak have for her. Ryunosuke, do you know where you're going with this? Yes. Now at last, it's all come together. The mysterious teeth marks in a steak that had allegedly been eaten with cutlery. The reason why the bloodstain I know I saw somehow seems to have disappeared. And most importantly, the evidence that proves once and for all who shot Dr. Wilson that day.
I accept that these teeth marks in the steak are a little unnatural, as you put it, Counsel. But what exactly are you suggesting that tells us?
Everything, Your Excellency.
Everything?
Yes, I believe these barbaric teeth marks in the steak here amount to conclusive evidence in this case. Evidence that will prove beyond any doubt who shot Dr. Wilson. Shut the fuck up! Conclusive evidence? How many times have I heard that today? You wouldn't know the meaning of the phrase. Typical Japanese empty threats. How can you be so sure? Oh, it's quite simple. If you really had such conclusive evidence, you would have presented it to the court a long time ago. Actually, the evidence I'm talking about hasn't been brought before the court yet.
Hasn't been what?
But just because it hasn't been shown yet, doesn't mean the evidence does not exist.
Objection! This is absurd! The trial's run several hours already, and you say there's evidence yet to be brought forward? There can't be! I don't believe you have it!
Objection. I don't, but there's someone who does have it. Someone in this very courtroom. And if that person's willing to submit the piece of evidence I'm referring to, it'll solve every remaining mystery about this case.
Very well. I have a feeling this will be my last request of the defense in this trial. Who possesses the conclusive evidence that will reveal the truth about this whole trial? It's Osanaga.
Take that!
It's Hosanaga. The answer is obvious. It's Inspector Hosanaga.
What?
What? I have it. Yes. You think I've been withholding conclusive evidence? That's ridiculous. No, I'm not saying that. Everyone's attention's been focused on the steak with the teeth marks.
Yes.
Now, earlier this afternoon, Sergeant Nosa told the court the following. I'd enjoyed chomping my way through a good steak, as well as admitting to stealing Kurikuda-san's coin. He told us he slipped it under the steak. You aren't a cadet, I'm a superior officer. Sergeant Nosa, could you please confirm something for me? Was the steak you put the coin under, in fact, your own steak? Attention! Affirmative, of course. I might be a soldier in the Imperial Nippon Army, but still. I'm not brave enough to ask a foreign gentlelady if she'd mind me manhandling her meal to hide something in it. In other words, the steak the detective submitted as evidence earlier was in fact Sergeant Nosa's meal.
Objection! But that makes no sense! The plate was taken from the victim's table!
Objection. Yet the gentlewoman doesn't take bites out of her steak, nor does she have any opportunity to steal the coin. Of course I didn't steal it. To even suggest such a thing would be an affront to the entire British Empire.
Well then, how do you explain this paradox?
Exactly. Surely you're not going to suggest that the sergeant switched the two steaks over. You did switch the plates?
Well, after it happened, bang. When I saw the civilian been murdered right in front of my eyes like that, I panicked. As I said, I immediately lifted my steak and hid the coin underneath. But then when the waiter announced he was an undercover policeman, I thought I'd had it. If he decided to investigate my slab of meat, that'd be it. I'd be getting my marching orders. So when the cadet here was arrested and taken off to the kitchen, I seized my chance. With my military precision and timing, I switched my steak with the one on the foreign lady's table.
What? You can't have... I never saw you do such a thing!
It was called Operation Lightning Bolt. There was no time for strategic planning. It was do or die, I tell you. So yes, I did switch the steaks.
Unbelievable!
However, fear not, Prosecutor-san.
What now?
I swear on the brass buttons of my uniform, that's all I did, sir.
All you did? That's plenty, Sergeant!
Yeah. So, if Sergeant Nosa switched the plates over, that means he took Miss Brett's steak and the plate it was on back to his own table.
Yes, that follows.
Inspector Hosanaga. Yes. Earlier in this trial, you told the court this. You said that you not only taken Miss Brett's steak after the incident, but also the sergeant's. That to preserve evidence, you had taken both. That's correct. Then please present it to the court now. That plate that was actually on the victim's table at the precise moment he was shot.
Shut the fuck up! What can that possibly tell us now? I mean, a cold slab of tough meat, it can't have the slightest bearing on the case.
Objection! No! You're not wriggling your way out of it this time, lady!
I beg your pardon?
Surely you're not that forgetful. Surely you remember the reason why this steak pan promises to prove such a problem for you. No?
You're the ones who decided it was a problem, not me.
The reason the defense asked to see the plate was to confirm something the defendant remembers seeing.
Thinks he remembers.
I'm quite sure of what I saw, Miss Brett. On the side of the plate that was on the table directly behind Dr. Wilson, there was a clear spattering of blood from the gunshot wound to the victim's chest. I believe the defendant's memory serves him well. And now we have all the evidence to prove it. The plate you were eating from, Miss Brett.
Let us not prolong this any further. Inspector, you will show the evidence to the court. Present the beefsteak in the plate that was originally on the victim's table at the time of the incident.
Yes, sir! Yo, this shit goes fucking crazy. Yo, this shit goes fucking crazy. Sorry for keeping you. Oh, no way! Here's the other steak and its plate. Please feel free to examine it. The bloodstain. It's clearly visible, look! Now this makes everything clear. The blood you can see on the side of the plate shows that the moment the victim was shot, facing the table with his back to me. In other words, it's impossible for Naruhodo-san to have shot the victim.
It can't be.
In fact, there's only one person who could have possibly shot Dr. Wilson from the front. I'm sure everyone knows by now who that person is. That's right, Miss Giselle Brett. It's you! Did I get her? Did I fucking get her? Did I fucking get her?
Outdone by a Japanese? Me? By a Japanese schoolboy? No. No. No!
That's fucking terrifying. Oh, it is alive. It is alive. It's real. Oh, she's dead. She died. They killed her. What the fuck? Where did these birds come from? Why the fuck are there so many birds? What the fuck?
Please excuse my little outburst. I briefly lost my composure. Most unbecoming behavior for an English gentlewoman. Forgive me.
Well, Miss Brett, I think it's time you told the truth what actually happened that day. The truth this time.
Gladly, Your Excellency.
Bro? Is it fucking time?
It was I who took the professor's life, using Kurara. As you surmised, I chose that particular day for one very important reason. The professor had a dental appointment for the extraction of one of his teeth in the morning.
So you plan to kill the professor, knowing that no trace of poison will be found in his water. Because curare is unheard of here in Japan.
Yes, of course, I never intended to remain at the restaurant for as long as I did. I only needed to see the professor take one tiny sip of his water, and it would be all over. I would place the steak I'd ordered in front of him to make it appear as though he'd been dining alone, and leave immediately. However, Before any of that happened, there was an unexpected visitor at the professor's table.
That would be me, I suppose.
Yes, you. Who else? Such a trifling matter, but the fact you decided to come over to greet the professor meant that I'd lost my chance to slip away unnoticed. In due course, the professor took a sip of his water and was paralyzed. I made sure he was sitting in his chair such that he wouldn't fall. There was no going back at that point, so I concocted a plan on the spur of the moment.
I plan to pin Dr. Wilson's murder on this innocent man.
I happen to know that the professor always carried a gun. I decided to use that fact to my advantage. I had the bottle of Chiari in my handbag, and my own pistol concealed under my skirt.
I knew it was in her butt crack. I fucking called it. I told everybody.
Under your skirt?
So I was right. There were 2 guns.
Yes.
And then I finished my coffee and got up to leave. I said it was in her butt. I said that's where it was. That's when I noticed the professor's gun, which you'd presumably placed on the floor. A place where you were sure I would notice it.
And everything went according to plan. You noticed the gun as I intended. And then, just as you bent down to pick it up, bang! I shot the poor sucker.
That's when you shot the professor with your own gun. Even though at that point he was already dead.
Naturally, the gunshot caused a commotion, at which point the waiter appeared.
Obviously, I assumed Naruhodo-san was the culprit and apprehended him. I took him to the pantry that adjoins the kitchen and locked him inside.
That's when I took the opportunity to turn the professor and his chair around.
Because, of course, you needed to make it look like the defendant had shot Dr. Wilson from where he'd picked up the gun. And that about covers it, I think. Yeah, that's about it, really.
So there you have it. That's the entirety of my misdemeanor.
It's a felony murder case, dude.
Your Excellency,
Yes?
I wonder, will I speak with you in private later?
Ain't no way she gonna fuck her way out of this.
I shall call on you.
Ain't no way.
Thank you. Good day then, everyone. I hope you can forgive me, Naruto-san.
Hell no. Fuck you. I hope he kills you. I hope he personally kills you with that curare shit. She killed him with the curare. She did that shit to him. Oh, here's my favorite song, bro. Here's my favorite song.
It would seem this trial has finally run its course. I presume the prosecution is in agreement?
This can't be. The Katsuchi Aoji does not lose. Not to the likes of this rookie student.
You better start getting used to tough opposition.
Yarg! Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
Well, yes?
This insult to the Aoji family name will never be forgotten.
You've become conceited with age, Council, but the old have to stand aside and make way for the new. It's the way of the world. May you never forget that. That was unnecessary. That was unnecessary. You see how far apart they stand? There's no way he did that shit. There's no way. 1,000 millennia may pass, yet still the Aochi clan will never measure up to the Naruhodo clan. That was actually cold as fuck. That was actually cold as fuck.
This trial in the Supreme Court of Japan will, I believe, go down in history as the start of a new chapter in our country's judicial system.
That went crazy as fuck, I'm not gonna lie.
Despite being summoned as the accused, you, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, presented an excellent case.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
The use of evidence and deduction to unravel the truth is a modern methodology. After all, it has only been a few short decades since our country opened its doors to the wider world. But the Western ideas of science are rapidly gaining acceptance here. I feel that science will soon bring new methods of investigation and new procedures of justice. A new future of law awaits, but what it will look like I cannot begin to imagine. That is for the young to pursue. Kazuma Asogi.
Yes?
After this trial, you are set to embark on a journey of discovery to the illustrious British Empire. Learn all you can. Absorb everything of the wider world that you are able to. And do not forget to fulfill the mission imposed upon you.
I understand, Your Excellency. What was that about? Why do you look so grave all of a sudden? Never mind.
As for you, Ryunosuke Naruhodo,
Oh, yes?
in you, I sense... how can I put it? Unusual potential. I very much look forward to seeing how you carry that onwards.
Thank you, Your Excellency! God, my throat's fucked.
I'm gonna have to swap voices around.
I hope it's a different fucking prosecutor next time.
It is time to deliver the final verdict. I hereby find the defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, not guilty!
Yeah, that hurt. Ow. Painful. Fucking painful. He looks old as shit with his fucking hair down. Ow.
This court is now adjourned.
His voices are gonna fucking kill me. They make the easy ones hard, too. 22nd November, 2:46 p.m., Supreme Court of Judicature, Defendant's Antechamber 5. I can't believe it. I can't believe what's happened. I made it! I defended myself and made it through that horrendous trial! Ryunosuke! You finally pulled it off! Congratulations! Well, I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you, Kazuma. No, it was a pleasure to watch you at work. So, you owe me an extra large sukiyaki from the place in Yume University Street. Don't forget. Who's that?
Good afternoon. All your hard work has certainly paid off.
Oh,
Good afternoon. All your hard work has certainly paid off. Congratulations to both of you for proving Naruhodo-san's innocence.
our trusty judicial assistant. You worked hard for that result too, you know.
Oh no, I didn't do anything.
Thank you so much! If we hadn't had that research report of Miss Brett's, I don't know how things would have turned out.
Your kind words should really be for my father. I was simply doing as he asked. It was his idea for me to go to the university and investigate.
Your father? Ah, yes, of course. That old guy.
Forgive me for
Oh, we already read this part. Speaking of Mikotoba.
Oh, there you are. I believe congratulations are in order.
I forgot what voice I gave him.
Naruhodo, you did an excellent job.
Thank you, Professor.
Oh no, it is I who should be thanking you. After all, your efforts exposed the true criminal that took the life of my good friend.
Good friend. Oh, yeah, you mentioned that before. It was you who actually invited Dr. Wilson to Yume University, wasn't it?
Yes, that's right.
Professor Mikotoba studied overseas himself. He went to study forensic medicine in Great Britain. Presumably that's when you met Dr. Wilson?
Exactly. In those days we worked together.
Oh, you worked together. Cool. So, never heard you mention that before.
Well, it was a long time ago now, and besides, it's your turn, Asogi. Great Britain's a magnificent country. It leads the world in science, medicine, engineering, culture, and of course in law. Watch and learn, my boy. See what's happening in the world's largest melting pot.
I will. I'll learn all that I can. I swear on this! The spirit of the Asogi clan! You're not taking that sword to Great Britain, are you? Of course I am! A Japanese man's katana is his soul. This blade shows me where I need to go. It cuts down anything that's in my way. Yeah, I've definitely seen how sharp it is already with my own eyes. That reminds me, what happened to the woman? Giselle Brett, I mean. After all, she's guilty of murder.
Ah, yes, sir. It's not easy to tell you this, but
What do you mean? Surely she's going to face trial herself now. She's the true culprit after all.
she'll be leaving Japan in the near future for Shanghai.
What? Shanghai?
Giselle Brett will not appear in court again in this country, I'm certain of that.
What? But why not? It's a matter of consular jurisdiction.
It's a matter of consular jurisdiction.
Inspector Hosonaga.
It was a hard-fought battle in the courtroom today. Very impressive to watch.
I must get. But what's all this about a consular? What? Huh? Who? What?
We cannot try this particular foreigner for her crimes here in Japan.
What? We can't try her. But then who? Who's gonna bring her to justice?
A British consular court will hear her case, somewhere far away where our voices can't be heard.
But why a consular court?
Professor, I simply don't understand. I thought consular courts were a thing of the past now that we've signed the Friendship Treaty. Yes, in normal circumstances, you're right.
Then, so long as it's not a serious incident of a highly political nature to our respective governments, they can't invoke a consular court just like that. Oh, can't they?
Yes, she's a student, but it doesn't justify our government making secret agreements about her fate, does it? Something strange is going on.
So Miss Brett can't be held accountable for her actions here in Japan.
I'm afraid that for the young student, today's trial was nothing more than a game all along. There was never any danger of comeuppance for her.
I don't believe it.
The British government, there's something about they're taking it seriously.
I know I can check the history, but I'm not going to.
But it's all going to change from now on. We can make it change. This is the time of great turmoil. This new era heralded by the start of the 20th century. One day, I have no doubt, that woman will receive the judgment she deserves.
Yes, change is coming, and we're the ones driving it. Oh fuck, my throat hurts so bad.
Well, I think that's about enough seriousness now. This evening calls for a celebratory drink.
Professor? You're right, this is no time for gloomy faces. We should be celebrating Ryunosuke's not guilty verdict. Let's start having some fun.
In that case, might I suggest La Carnival? As the head waiter, I should be delighted to provide you with ample food and drink.
You're a detective, Osanaga-san, aren't you?
Let's not worry about the details for now. To La Carnival, will you accompany us, Professor? Of course, La Carnival's food is second to none.
I shall go and attend to the paperwork for Naruhodo-san's release.
Oh, yeah, thank you. I mean, shit, I'll split that ends well. So Giselle Brett won't be tried here. I suppose that means I'll never know. Never find out why she killed Dr. Wilson. She's a psycho. She did that just because she could. Kazuma.
Yes, Ryunosuke?
I just wanted to say thanks again, that's all. You really saved my skin today.
I didn't do a thing. You were the lawyer in there, weren't you? That defense was all your own work.
Your skills made the difference, though. One day I'll bet you'll be the best lawyer in the world.
I'm not so sure about that. To be honest, something kept occurring to me over and over during that trial. Couldn't help thinking that maybe you're the one destined to become the great lawyer, not me.
Well, come on, be serious.
If I helped you today, it was only right at the very start of the trial. But you have a natural talent for it. Being a defense lawyer, I mean.
Oh no, not me. All that tense verbal combat? I never want to go through that ever again. I did what you told me to, that's all. Because I knew I could trust you.
That's the point.
Sorry? What do you mean that's the point?
Listen, Ryunosuke. You know what the most crucial weapon is that any lawyer needs in order to win?
Knowledge of the law?
No, the ability to believe.
To believe? To believe what?
A defense lawyer has to fight for his clients. He has to believe in them at all times.
Like you believed in me when I said I didn't do it.
I'm human, just like you. I don't have some superhuman ability to know the truth. But you have to make a choice about what to believe in and stick to it when you're defending someone. Sometimes in the courtroom, you can really be backed into a corner.
being able to remain faithful to what you choose to believe in, even then. That's not something that anyone can do. It takes a special kind of person. Believing in your client. Just look at today's trial. I'm a student lawyer with precious little real experience. You never stop believing in me. Well, you face seemingly hopeless situations time and again. You never stop looking for the truth. And in the end, you found it. Through your own efforts. Because you never stop believing in me. Thanks, Kazuma. There's something I want to ask you, actually, Rinosuke. Well, it's a favor, really. Something very important to me. It sounds serious. What is it? Ah, you're still here, are you? Oh, he's about to ask him out. He's gonna ask him to kiss. Oh, Inspector Hosonaga! I've arranged for some rickshaws for us. Let's go. Thank you. We'll be right there. Let's pick up this conversation again later. We should be celebrating right now. Your first court victory. And your study to Great Britain. Don't forget. Yeah, that too. He was gonna ask him to kiss. So my very first trial came to an end. Kazuma. Professor Mikotoba. Susato-san, who acted as my assistant. Inspector Hosonaga, who didn't really play much of a part, but still. It was because of the help and support of all these people I managed to get through that trial. But more importantly, Kazuma hadn't yet managed to ask his favor of me. Little did I realize just how much it would change my life. The end. Wow. Riveting. Oh, and I get the defense debut. I completed that's episode 1? Oh, I guess that makes sense, yeah. I guess that makes sense. That was how the first one was. Alright, well in that case, I think I'll end the episode because we're late as hell. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one for episode 2. Bye bye.